What is up, you guys? So what I'm going to be doing here is, so I decided not to go forward with the monthly readings for each sign, and the reason I did that is because it takes a really long time, and the highest number of views I got was 69 or 70, something like that, and that's not a lot. I mean, normally my videos high is like, you know, 400 or 360. To have less than 100, and it's not because someone said I was like cringy, or because people are like, why are you doing this? It's not because of trolling. It's simply because the views were not very good. So I feel like a lot more people than not weren't interested in it. But I still wanted to give you guys something. You know, I do personal readings where I'll do the reading after I get your information through email, and I will send you a private link that only you and I can see of the reading. And I usually keep the reading up for like a week. Just because it takes up a lot of space, and you know, I have storage issues all the time with my phone and filming and all that. So anyway, I did decide to do a weekly pick a card. So this will be for the week of September 20th. I'm going to pull 3 cards, and I'm going to tell you to pick a card. Card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3. And I'm going to tell you what the book says it means and what it means intuitively to me, what I'm getting for you for that week. If you want a personal private reading with me, I usually do them for free for just a donation, or if you can't give a donation, that's fine too. I do them for free with an accepted donation. So I put a link for a donation in my description box. And when I do these every week, it won't be that long. I just wanted to let you know what I'm doing and like what this is and what it's about. Next week, it'll just be the 3 cards and the hey, what's up? So if you want a private reading, please send me your real first name, your birth date, place of birth, and if you have it, time of birth. If you don't have the time of birth, that's totally okay. I just won't be able to get your rising ascendant sign. And if you want like a 6-card reading or an 11-card reading, or, you know, a deck reading where we don't know how many cards are going to pop up. And a lot of times I'll do like a 3-card reading, and it'll be a 5-card reading. If you want 6 cards or more though, that takes a lot of energy, effort, and time. So I do charge a small fee for those, depending on how many cards and what kind of reading you want, a love reading, a soul reading, a money reading, whatever. All right, now that I rambled for 3 minutes explaining what kind of oracle and astrology work I'm doing, I am working still on tarot. It's been a little harder to get back in the groove of that, just because I don't have the, you know, enough time to do that. So here it is, our very first weekly pick a card. Please remember that my intuitive, you know, messages might be a lot different from what the book says, and also they might differ from week to week. I could pull a card this week and the same card next week, and it could have 2 different meanings. It's all about the energy you guys are putting out, the intentions you are setting. So set your intentions, ask your question. I'm going to pull on your energy here and see what spirit, the universe, the cosmos, the angels, the ancestors, guardian angels, the interdimensional beings, the starseed people, the extraterrestrials, whatever other higher vibrational attachments any of you may have, or I may have, to find out what's in store for the week of September 20th, 2021 through September 26th, 2021. All right, intention set and go. So this will be card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. And I'm going to try to put that on the screen if I can. Again, this is the first week. It's not going to be like this every week. I wanted to give an explanation. All right. If you chose card number 1, you have the Friar, Abundance, Peace, and Contentment, card number 23. Your integrity has led to healing and unity, which gives you vast potential, and this surge of energy brings with it the ability to prosper, a continual flow of energy to be invested. Being at one with who you are destined to be can also lead to the power to create good fortune for yourself. This abundance, which will come lovingly and safely, can result in a time where you take your place in the world. You are now at home with your sensitivity, your psychic abilities, and you are able to help the world simply through being yourself, who you are at your core, and using your beautiful, innate, intuitive talents. You are in tune with this new earth energy. We all have this capacity regardless of age, religion, race, creed, family background, and our issues. Every human has the chance to change into a person with a higher purpose. When we live from that place, we are truly peaceful, content, and abundant. We are like children coming home when we move into this energy and embrace this planet, for the planet in her turn embraces us and showers us with gifts. You are one of the leaders of this change, one who shows the way from the light they share each day in simple ways. You are a wonderful person with a divine mission. You are important to the planet. You are moving into a time of physical health, joy, enthusiasm, and the wonderful energy of optimism. Strong and joyful, others will embrace the examples you offer at this time. So, if you chose card number 1, the Friar, this week is going to be a week of abundance. I would suggest, if you're not already doing it, doing some manifestation techniques, acting as if I am so grateful for so-and-so and more. Knowing that you know. This is also a card to me, I'm getting intuitively from Spirit, of setting an example. People are looking towards you to set a good example. Whatever example you set, good or bad, is going to be followed. I don't know if you're a boss at your company, if you own your own business, if you're a parent, a grandparent who is going to be in charge of any kind of child this week, maybe you're a teacher. Somebody is looking to you to set an example. Somebody is looking to you to lead them on the right path, in the right direction. And you are at a place in your life, finally, where you feel that you can do that. The universe is giving you blessing after blessing, total abundance this week and going forward. How are you going to use it? Are you going to take advantage of it and not give back by setting that example, by leading? Or are you going to appreciate it, be grateful, stay grateful, be kind, and set that good example? I don't know what example you're setting. Like I said, it could be business, relationship, familial, friendship. Set the example this week. Offer kindness, help in any way you can if you can volunteer. This week is about giving of yourself and receiving universal abundance in return. Whichever way you go, if you choose to ignore it, then you're not going to be blessed in the way that you would if you acted on it. The second card is card number 24, the Solitary. Dedication, self-love, and focus. Within you go. When the Solitary visits, you are about to go within, to withdraw, and to retreat from the world for a time. This can be a response to an event from the outside, a trauma, sadness, or betrayal, and the withdrawing inwards, which appears to be depression, is actually a way of respecting the soul's shadow, investigating it, understanding it, and mastering it. This card indicates a time when you will go it alone, walk your own path, choosing to carve a way forward that you can be sure remains true to the deep self. There will be a time of learning away from the mainstream, and there may be times when you feel isolated and somewhat worried about how your new path will be perceived. It can also indicate that in a past life you have suffered for your gifts and spirituality. You may have experienced a past life as a healer, seer, witch, wizard, or medicine man in which a new order decreed your power to be invalid or dark. This fear still pursues you when you connect with the power of your gifts, resulting in fears surrounding intuition and your natural talents. By going within, we learn more about our soul. It is not a part of the journey that we necessarily look forward to, but it is a time of great development on the spiritual path and is imperative to growth. Before we can shine our lights in the world, we must ignite our inner spark. This going inward is actually the sacred task of tending your own sacred flame and learning from it before turning to matters of the world again. This card can sometimes indicate that a person has undergone a literal near-death experience. If you chose the middle card, card number 2, for the week of September 20th through September 26th, it's time for some, I'm sorry, I got a mosquito bite. It's time for some major, cut that out. So if you chose the middle card, card number 2, for the week of September 20th through September 26th, 2021, it is time for some introspection, some looking within. Maybe you're dealing with something like depression. I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving you medical advice. So maybe you're feeling like this is some kind of depression that you're in, or that you're stuck in some kind of stagnant situation that you just can't move forward and you want to curl up into a ball. This is not what that is, though. This is the universe helping your soul grow so you can elevate to a higher being, so you can incarnate in this next life and not have it be so hard. I truly believe that as our soul grows and we reincarnate, we have less and less stressful lives because our soul has gone through so much growth. I mean, depending on our choices, right? So this week, you are going to be doing some serious looking within. If you are a psychic or are interested in something like oracle cards or, you know, tarot reading or Wicca, White Witch, whatever it may be, anything spiritual that you're looking into, this week would be a good time to do your research. If you are, you know, religious and you haven't prayed in a while, this week would be a good time to do that. I wouldn't make any important decisions this week. Definitely not. I wouldn't sign any important papers this week. I would kind of just focus on myself, and it's not selfish to do that. I'm not saying neglect your absolute responsibilities. Like, I'm not saying don't go to work the whole week, but I wouldn't be going out with friends. I wouldn't be partying. This is a week to spend some time getting to know yourself. Spend some time getting to know yourself again, because you probably have just gone through something or are in the middle of something that is really affecting you deeply on an emotional level. If you have someone that you can trust to talk to about this, I would do that, but do it over the phone or like over the internet or something. I wouldn't think that this week is a time for like going out and chilling with the girls or the guys or anything like that. I would definitely just like hang out, maybe binge watch Netflix, research something you're interested in, and, you know, just for the week and see what happens next week. Definitely pay attention to your emotions, to how you really feel in your guts about whatever the situation is that you're either going through or just gone through that caused you this emotional trauma. If you chose card number 3, you chose number 30, She Who Laughs, Humor, Perspective, and Mirth. She Who Laughs, Humor, Perspective, and Mirth. There is within your life now a great heaviness, an earnestness, and a sense of great gravity to nearly every situation unfolding. Yes, this is of great importance, and yes, there are consequences to consider, but this card has come to know you because She Who Laughs wishes for you to receive the healing power of laughter, the power that lifts the darkness and releases energy that is stagnant, cold, and heavy from our energy fields, indeed from our limbs and cells and hearts. For you, this laughter is as necessary as surgery at the moment, as it will shake loose the cords strapping you tightly to burdens you no longer need to carry. Let the light break through and laugh, as without laughter there can be no perspective, without laughter there can be no movement forward, without laughter there can be a sense of deep, abiding resentment. Lift this. Let She Who Laughs begin to help you seek out moments, people, and situations that stir the sense of the ridiculousness within you, and let the healing and the release of laughter roll through you and lift away the pain at the center of your being. Its time is passing. It will melt away with tears of laughter that fall and cleanse and free you from the past. For now, the sun breaks through and your eyes shine once again with mirth and joy. Welcome back to the world of delight, friend. It is about time. So, okay, this is the exact opposite of card number 2, the solitary, right? This is telling you, get out, interact with people, meet new people, go out for drinks with friends, go out for appetizers, I don't know, whatever you do for fun, go to the club, you know. Make sure that you interact with people this week. You're probably, I'm getting intuitively, going to be meeting someone new. Possibly a soul connection. I don't think in a romantic way. I mean, it could be. Take it as it resonates. Again, guys, this is all general, so take it as it resonates. Yeah, you're going to be meeting maybe a new group of friends or people. It could even be on the internet. If you're spending time on the internet with people and having a good time, laughing, you know, like a lot of the people come into the streams and we just have this amazing time. Make sure you're interacting with other people. The universe is going to bring to you this week a huge opportunity, maybe something you've been desiring or waiting for or wanting to learn, whatever it is. It's going to come in this week. But if you're not interacting with other people, whether online or in person in real life, obviously the opportunity can't come in because there's no interaction. You're not opening the door that opportunity is knocking on. So get out and about, laugh, live, enjoy life, count your blessings. For all 3 of these cards, I would say what I always say, and that is to manifest, you know, wake up in the morning and tell yourself, tell the universe, thank you for this beautiful day, even if it's a crap day, you know, and really, really believe it. Those of you who are indecisive and could not choose a card, I'm going to choose the next card that's on top, and that is Eighthling, Nobility, Grace, and Gratitude. And it's card number 6. This is for everyone who could not choose a card, because I do that a lot with the pick a card readings. I don't know which one to pick, and by the time I make up my mind, I forget to pause the video, they're already done. So for all you indecisive folks out there, here's Eighthling. Heavy is the head who wears the crown, but within every moment, within all responsibilities and circumstances lies the opportunity to be noble, to be graceful, to be grateful. And this is Eighthling, a wise being who is able to listen to the pleas and the requests and the demands and to respond without pressure or frustration or tension. She is able to distill the clamor about her into calm and focus on one simple deed at a time. She is not one to sacrifice herself, nor will she allow herself to be influenced and dominated. Nor is she overwhelmed, despite the vast nature of her realm and her responsibilities. She wears her duties lightly, just as she does this crown. And this is your message. Find a way to slow down the demands of your life. Create boundaries. Cease feeling so obligated to sacrifice your needs to the needs of others who are simply nosier and more entitled. For this moment, breathe and still yourself, and then carefully move forward, focusing on one thing at a time, giving each task your absolute attention. Now is the time for you to be as gracious when you say no as when you give your agreements, to never be cruel or snap and condemn simply because it would be so much easier to do so. Eighthling reminds us that even when under pressure with duty and status comes great responsibility, and we must remember our blessings in order to develop our own contentment. We must extend patience and endow others with dignity, be kind, and be grateful that we have the opportunities that we have to change the world for the better every day. Okay, so feeling a little overwhelmed by your responsibilities, whether at work, at home, whatever the case may be, and wanting to kind of lash out. But Eighthling is telling you, listen, count your blessings, slow down, put those boundaries up, learn when to say no this week, okay? You may be approached by somebody who wants you to do something that normally they feel like, oh, I could just ask so-and-so, they'll do it, you know. I always use the example of being in a group of 5 friends and you're the only person who has a pickup truck, so every time someone moves, they just expect you to lend them the truck or drive the truck and help them move or whatever, and they don't even want to buy some pizza and put some gas in the tank, right? Those kinds of people maybe you're surrounded with, or maybe it's work, you know what I mean? You have a lot of pressure and responsibility right now. There is a situation that is really, really weighing on you that you want to just be like, F it, not make a decision, let the universe make the decision for you. Eighthling is telling you that's not going to fly, but you also cannot be nasty, rude, mean, contrite, any of those things, or the universe is going to, the offer that's coming in for you is not going to come in for you if you kind of take advantage of your position in that type of way. People are looking up to you this week. So when they come to you for something, it's probably not out of manipulation or wanting to use or take advantage of you. More than likely, it's because they look up to you and they know that you're kind and you're going to help. But it's in your best interest this week to just start saying no, put those boundaries up, and don't worry about hurting someone's feelings if all you're doing is saying politely no and you're still being kind, okay? Worry about your own feelings. You are on the verge of a major success coming in. And that's what I have for you. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this. I had the little surprise card at the end there. I know this is really long for a pick a card, but I'm verbose and I like to give a lot of attention to the messages Spirit give me. I don't like to shut Spirit off when they're telling me something, and sometimes I'll close out a reading and I'll still be receiving messages, you know, and that's a little bit of a lot. But take the advice for the week. I hope that you guys do, and remember, Oracle, just like Tarot, is meant to impel, not compel. I'm a little nervous and shaky doing this because I don't know how it's going to be received. Comments will be off. You guys know how to get in touch with me, GemmaJadeParanormal@gmail.com, if you want a personal reading, either for free / gift or a paid reading. Just hit your girl up. I love you guys. I will see you next time, and have a wonderful, great week. Always be kind, always go in grace. Be kind to yourself and each other. It costs nothing to be a good, nice, decent human being. I love you guys. Have your best day. Have your best night. And I'll see you next time.